Leo, thank you for tuning in to Perfectly Imperfect Tarot. This is Green Eyes here with your reading. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Martians, astronauts, pick a node. It doesn't matter to me. I love you all. Cross watchers, I am a snitch. I'm telling you now. Please don't curse me in the comments. Love you too. Leo, this is a judgment-free zone, but you will hear the truth. There's no gender or age, only energy. You're going to hear me use terms he, she, her, him, they, them, it, heifer. Pay it no mind. Feel the energy. And remember, roles can always be reversed. Leo, I thank you. Like, share, subscribe, emails, comments, love tokens, donations. Thank you so very much for your support of the channel. Absolutely. All right, let's talk about your energy. There's an energy of deflection here. I have to say that, okay? Like, let's say you're in a space that's healthy right now, that's really good right now. You had problems with your coworker, but it's like, all right, you said new year, new me, I'm letting that go, I'm gonna leave it in the past, and it's done, right? The problem is that because it was never really fully addressed, it's kind of like an open wound that's not being allowed to heal, that's not, you know, healing. Did that make sense? It's like tiptoeing around it all the time, always walking around, you know. So this was never resolved. Did that make sense? So that's how I feel in your energy. I feel like either you or somebody with you, like you had conflict and everything was made, you know, amends was made, but it wasn't made whole, okay? It's kind of like somebody offending you, and then they come back and laugh and joke with you, but never apologize, you know? There's no accountability and there's no correction. That's kind of like, let's act like this never happened and keep pushing forward. And it's not sitting right in my chest, Leo. I'm not, I don't know if it's bothering you or if it's just me reacting off of this energy, but it don't sit, like I have that it's literally in the middle of my chest. There's a void, you know what I mean? So let's see what's going on. We're pulling from the angels and ancestors because in times like these, right? Can I have Leo? Thank you. The magic guardian, yeah. Magic energy, magician energy, anything involving manifestations, creation, change, things like that. When it comes to magic, remember, it's always, it has to do with tools that are necessary for you to make things happen. Tools have to be utilized to make things happen. So like a person that's into crystals, they'll tell you what crystal is for this and what crystal is for that, right? Excuse me. Same thing with candles, you know, this color candle is for this color candle is for that, okay? So forth and so on. But when it comes to life, you know, as far as with the energy that I'm moving in right now, it's like this feels more like I said, it feels like conflict that's unresolved, and it needs to be tools need to be in place to have, like, it's like tools. Oh, help me with my words, Lord, please. Let's say, you know, there's no magic cure for autism. Okay, that's a big word right in these days, autism, right? Huge spectrum. But there's tools that you can learn to help you navigate through, right? Same thing with depression. There's really, you know, they have all kind of medications and stuff, but ultimately there's tools in place for you to learn how to navigate things like that. So this is kind of what you want to focus on with this magic guardian. It's like something in you is trying to show you how to maneuver through, how to correct and make something whole, how to address things instead of in anger and high emotions. But when things are calm and good, now let's put this on the table while we're in a good space, so it can be addressed in a healthy manner. You understand what I'm saying? That's how I feel in your energy. And I love the fact that the water guardian is coming behind it, because you want to, sometimes digging deep into a wound, it causes pain. But see, love and care and forgiveness is coming in with that water garden to connect with positive, divine emotions, because emotions that are suppressed or locked away, or, that they're not addressed in a healthy way, it turns into other things, right? It turns into resentment and bitterness. And that causes, like I said, when it's not fully corrected, it just keeps happening again and again. But when you unlock that magic, the magic of the tools that are that you can utilize to correct something and make it whole, be it an apology or a confession or sharing, or whatever the case is, then you follow that up with this water connecting with your emotions, because you're entitled to how you feel. And sometimes, Leo, your feelings are dismissed because you guys are really you kind of get the title of being whiners, not like Cancers and nothing like that. But, Leo, I'm not going to lie, in the horoscope world, you're kind of like, you get the title of like insecure, And it's not that you're not sure, it's just that you're not sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm with you on that. I'm feeling you on this energy. I'm not gonna lie. So I get it, but you need to, in a healthy way, get the tools out so that you can really address these emotions, so that these things can be, resolved. All right. What the hunter will teach you is literally, it reads, track down your fears and desires, because it's always not about living life in defense, or living life running, or living life trying to avoid. We want to live life that's fun and passionate and whimsical, and new and creative. We want all of these things, all of the enjoyments of life, right? So as you learn how to utilize the tools to address issues, feel your emotions to process these issues, learn new ways now to live, then you can actually enjoy and have some fun in this thing called life while we're all wearing the skin suit. You know what I mean? So let's get to your spread. Woo. Even though I still feel this in my chest, I hope you're receiving the message, because it's not, I don't think it's bad. It's just, sometimes it's uncomfortable, being a Leo and always being the blame of, let's say disrupting the family dinner, or disrupting this, or disrupting that. But I feel dismissed in your energy. I feel like you're saying, why does my feelings not count? Why am I not in consideration? Why did nobody think of me? Why didn't nobody leave me a piece of chicken? Y'all know I was at work. Come on, I exist. And I think you're entitled to that. So there may be some regrets of how you handled a situation, Leo, or how somebody handled a situation with you, but it's not all lost. This can be revived and rebuilt and reconciled in all ways, I think, even if it's in a way that's an agreement to disagree. That's still healthy. No one said that we're all going to be on one accord all the time on everything. Sometimes it's okay to disagree, and be in agreement of that, as long as it's healthy. Let me have the core for Leo. 7 of Cups and Judgment. Yeah. I think it's just becoming very clear that some things you're going to have to leave to God, and some things you're going to have to not leave, I don't want to say it like that. Help me with my words. Some things you're going to have, it's kind of like remember I was saying earlier, that agree to disagree. It's kind of like you're coming to terms with, you know what, that's just my dad. It is what it is. That's just my mom. It is what it is. That's just how this job works. It is what it is. And what you do with that now, is on you. You can walk away, 8 of Cups, because you know something is not going to change. It's not going to serve you. It's not, it's going its course. And you can look at it like, okay, I have to leave this behind. But what you want to look at, the fact is what you're going towards. It's not, all about the blood, sweat, years, and tears all the time, because that story or that part of your life or that chapter in your journey would still be a part of you. It's more so that it doesn't have to completely define everything about you today or every move that you're making tomorrow. You know what I mean? Let's crown this energy, please, Leo. And look and see. Balance, 4 of Wands. Yeah. Celebrate the fact that wholeheartedly that, even though family be familying, that's family, and family is still a beautiful thing. The job be jobbing, you know what I'm saying? But hey, that's my income. I can pay my bills. Okay? Sometimes you have to really just look at things in a way that it's not your job, responsibility, or assignment to just continuously try to build or change or, I guess adjust or whatever, even remove. Sometimes it's not your part. Sometimes it's your part to get what you're supposed to get from that experience and then navigate through it or around it or what have you. You understand? But pulling down from the 4 of Wands is a celebratory energy, an energy of 1111, an energy of balance and understanding. This is also a portal energy. So you are using this energy to transport you, to wherever it is that you're trying to get to. 8 of Cups is still at the bottom, which is honestly complete fulfillment, because I don't think that your past is all bad, or so that job is all bad, or that family is all bad, or that relationship is all bad. It's just that, at this point where you are, it's time for a new level. Let's just say it like that. What's working against Leo right now? The Moon. So there's a little fear. There's a little fear of the unknown. And there's some skeletons here in the closet. I ain't gonna lie, Leo, because I love you. All right? But I said earlier, coming into your energy, I said it needs to be put on the table in a healthy way. The Moon, Piscean, Scorpion energy, it's an energy of like a safe place. It's your back pocket of emotions. Let's say it like that. So when you have disagreements, right? And you know how sometimes you be like, I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to talk about that. I don't even care about that right now. I can't worry about that right now. Things that you don't address, they have to go somewhere. So you put them behind the moon. That's kind of what this represents, that moon energy. But when you're going into new levels and new chapters in life, that you need a new moon, so that moon requires sometimes a purge. It requires a cleaning out. You know what I mean? So that's why that water guardian is coming in to reconnect you with your emotions, because some things need to be addressed. And sometimes it's fearful addressing the things that you really it's kind of like a avoidance, I guess you could say. Sometimes you don't want to rock the boat. I don't want to bring that up again. It's already done. So, I don't really want to address it again. It's already in the past. I don't want to talk about that again. This is a new year, new me, things like that. But if you continue on that pattern, then it'll keep rising up, because it's not being handled in a healthy way. It's kind of like just being brushed under the rug. But after you brush it under the rug and brush it under the rug and brush it under the rug, eventually there's a big lump under the daggone rug. You know what I mean? So that kind of works against you really tapping into the fulfillment of enjoying this thing called life. Like I said earlier, like the Empress energy, you know, it's a birthright energy. It's an energy of an alignment of how things should be, how you should be treated, what you should expect, you know, how you should be perceived by the world, and what you give as well. You know, the Empress is a very giving energy. And lately you guys have been cold. I love you, Leo, but you know, we talk here. You know, these last like 6 months, y'all been on like some really, you know, a little cold, you know, with your heart. Where is this coming from? The Five of Cups, yeah. So there has been some time of reflection. And the three, and you've been working on that. You've been reflecting and you've been trying to make you a better you. Respect. Nothing but respect. I'm not even going to dwell on that because you're doing the work. All right. And I ain't trying to push you down further. You know what I'm saying? Respect. Nothing but respect. Where are we going with this? Future energy, please, for Leo. Two of Pentacles, Two of Swords. And I like it. I'll take it. I like it, you know, because emotional bliss and fulfillment is, first of all, there's a different definition of it for everyone because everyone has their own journey. Everyone has their own relationship with God. You know, everyone is an individual. We're an independent. Even if you're in a couple or a family, you're still an independent soul, you know? So the fact that you're even considering other options, I respect that. Now, how you process that might be a little difficult at first with this Two of Swords, because sometimes, you know, when you're trying to do things in a new way, you have to kind of retrain your brain of how to handle that new way. You know what I mean? So physically, you might be able to say, you know, all right, I'm going to take a different direction going home. I'm gonna take a different route going home. I'm gonna try something different. But your mind, you know, your brain might be like, well, what if it's traffic? What if the road is closed? What if whatever? You know what I'm saying? But you still need to make the choice nonetheless. How to conquer the Two of Swords is to simply just do it. Just to be proactive in the energy of action, okay? Will something bad happen? Maybe. Will something good happen? Maybe. You know, but we can't walk through life like it's a little different. Two of Swords is not like you saying, well, I don't want to step out into traffic, you know, that because it's not really like that. You're not going against the grain. It's more so of you making an honest choice that you kind of are not making because you don't want to get it wrong, you know, and that's where sometimes the Most High will leave us, because remember, one of our first gifts was free will. That's number one. Okay. And number two, some things have to literally be done just to not just show and prove, but for you to get the power and understanding of let's say not being apprehensive of some kind of punishment. Two of Swords energy is like, God, I don't know what to do. You tell me what to do and I'll do it. You know, we've all had that moment in our life. Lord, just lead me. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes we feel like we're left there and like we really have to wind up making a choice. And that's what that's about. Make that choice. And whatever the consequences are, or whatever the benefit is, or whatever comes out of that decision, do it with your whole heart. If it's a lesson, take the lesson. If it's a blessing, receive the blessing. Whatever it is, you're going to be happy about it, because at least now you're going to feel like you did it on your own. You know, you weren't forced to accommodate. You weren't forced to save somebody else's feelings. You weren't forced to swallow your emotions so that the other person can have some emotions, you know, things like that. Okay. So that's going to definitely feel good for you and be fulfilling, but you have to understand that all of this really, it has been really focused on emotional control, emotional maturity, emotional intelligence. Okay, that's what I think you're gathering, and I think you're going to show that in this energy. But this is hurtful. It really is. It's hurtful, my love. Okay, so I think that you need to be open and honest and in a healthy way, really just kind of say, listen, I know who I am. I know I'm blessed. I know I'm favored. I'm highly intuitive. I'm in a really good space in my life. I'm leaning into divine timing. I have all of these blessings, but I know that God is making moves in my life, okay? And I have a say, in this destination. And you need to jump on this chariot or get in this Uber, and not only be willing to learn, but also be willing to teach, that I'm operating in my truth. Therefore, I want to move on truth. I want to talk about truth. I want you to come to me with nothing but the truth, because if you come to me with any flim flam, look, any half-truths, okay? My angels and ancestors see you, for one. Number two, you're already going to know, and you're not going to like that, because you're going to realize that, wait a minute, it's not even like, how can I say that? This deceit doesn't feel like full deceit. It doesn't feel like hate. It feels like I don't know, how can I say that? Like a parent that's telling their child a half story to save their feelings, a half truth to save. And like, now you're an adult. It's like, well, wait a minute, I'm 35 years old and you never told me that. Like, even if it worked as a child, it don't work no more. Did that make sense? So I'm saying that to say that now that you're focusing on the quality of life, sometimes it's still not going to seem fair, and I don't want you to fall subject to this energy with this Four of Cups, because this is hurting my heart. I ain't gonna lie, because you're going to feel betrayed. I don't want you to fall subject to this. I want you to feel every sword, feel the pain of every sword. I want you to not be okay with it, but I want you to process it. Sometimes, Leo, I love you, but you guys are really good with suppressing your emotions. You will say F it because you feel like it's too much to bear, in that moment. But in this season here, it's like a really nice open territory for you to feel these emotions so that you can put an end to this and get back into the little things in life that really just used to at least make you happy. Little things. And I mean, they are little things. Going bowling or getting that special coffee or, having a cocktail with that friend or, maybe family game night or that, maybe your dad put on your slippers or, like little things like that. Like, I feel like I'm missing in your energy, and they made you happy. They made you happy, Leo, okay? So Piscean energy coming through with this intuition, as that increases, as you increase the embodiment and control of this physical being, now your intuition can grow. Your connection is definitely broadened a bit. So you'll be able to get some foresight, into that decisions that are coming up, where they may have stumped you before because you was like, look, Lord, tell me what to do. Now you know it's coming, so you know how to prepare. Chance favors the prepared, right? And this is going to be with finances, with family, with love, with your future, with your foundation, with that King and Queen of Pentacles. But at least, we're going to get some fun back. Let's have some fun. Let's get, yes, this is a player. I ain't gonna lie. The Knight of Wands is known to be a player. You know what? It is what it is. And the Knight of Wands gets that rap because it's a constantly moving energy, okay? But the Knight will give you the time of your life on Saturday night. You hear me? You ain't gonna never forget that Saturday night, baby. Yes, yes. But Sunday morning, the Knight just gotta go. That's it. But I'm saying this to you, Leo, because this is your energy. If you want to have fun, have fun. If you need to cry, cry. If you want to be angry, be angry. Be okay with those emotions in that moment. And then, process them in a healthy way. And then the next day you get back up on the horse and you just keep it moving. You have the power to wield the wheel. You have the power to make change, to affect the room. You know what I mean? You have that power, but it seems that now work is more work is required from you. So, and you're going to have a divine gift and a reward waiting once you get this thing going. Okay. A nice, maybe a new place is, it got that new place smell. Maybe a new place you're thinking about moving, or somebody might be gifting you an opportunity to move. Like, I got an empty place, you can use that, or something like that. That's how this feels. But look at you now sitting right back on top of the world, as you should. As you should, right? All right, I'm going to leave this here. I hope it helps. Now, if any event you say, Green Eyes, listen, I don't know you. You don't know me. I don't like the way you talk to me. I'm okay with that. Please check your moon or rising. Don't take the energy if it's not yours. Leave it here for someone else, okay? Everybody, thumbs up, subscribe. Make sure you guys are notified of future readings. It's free, and it does support the channel. If you're interested in a personal appointment, I respond to email request only. My email is perfectlyimperfecttarot@gmail.com. Guys, I thank you for everything. Your donations extremely help this channel, okay? If you eat here and you want to come sew here so that we can keep feeding, then that information is below the video. There's also links available for PayPal and Cash App for your convenience. Thank you in advance, okay? Other than that, remember, we are all perfectly imperfect. And I'll talk to you next time. Bye.